这么久，时差都还没倒过来，眼圈都要黑过鬼了，得請被凍鴛鴦醒醒神。睇下近排有咩料到先。吓破胆，唐人街撞鬼奇闻，神志不清的老人，危险频发的街区，是冤魂作祟，是秘密实验，人人自危，社火游行，恐遭取烧。哇，咁大鑊，聽落係得大 case 喎。怪不得咒術讓我多多上心，我得去打聽一下。
Hello everyone. I am very late, so unfortunately I didn't get to talk about what I've been up to before the stream started, but at least I am here now. Increase the sound here.
阿婶也不是吃干饭的，这次他估计插翅难飞喽。
I just need to lower the volume
眼仇，秘密消息，
myself.
深陷囹圄，来自阴曹地府的死亡威胁。
Okay, is the sound fine right now? Can you hear me?
难道是传说中笑騎骑放毒蛇的那位笑面虎？他名字叫什么胶卷来着？
Okay, that's good.
Hello? Is this thing on? You didn't forget to
Also, we have a special guest today. This is Dorian behind me. My cat. Hey, Dorian. Say hi to everyone.
Sonetto Just call me Regulus, or Captain, or Regulus the Genius Alchemist, if you like. Looks like the show's starting. Ready, little Sherlock?
My name is Liang Yue. Let's get started then.
Oh, forget the formalities. Let's get this party rolling. Long time no see, my lovely crew. Let me count. Wow.
Yeah, long time no see indeed.
Days since we last streamed together. And today, it's the perfect day for your favorite pirate rocker to make a grand comeback. Now, let's have a little cheer. Bring on the applause. This day deserves it.
And this is funny because this is the 1.5 anniversary stream. And the last time I had a big stream like this, I feel it was on the half anniversary.
And it's great to meet you all.
And it's funny that the last time I did the half anniversary stream, it was with Gachadokuro and Robin. And right when I decide to come back, Robin is coming back as well. So hopefully we will get a collab together again.
I drag our pal Liang Yue off to the party. There's something extra special important to discuss. Our 1.5th anniversary. Know what that means?
I'd say it means we've shared lots of amazing memories, witnessed unforgettable moments, and faced many challenges together, right?
Oh, yeah, but that's a Squaresville answer, Miss Detective. No, I'm talking about presents, parties, and celebrations. Come on, get hyped. Let the rest of the crew hear you.
All right, Captain Regulus. Now, let's jump into today's main event. In the upcoming 2.5 update, Showdown in Chinatown, I'll be heading to Los Angeles Chinatown to help the local cops with a strange case involving Arcanum. Night Piercer, a dangerous vigilante, is launching brazen attacks across the city. As a famous Hong Kong director
Not
is
make
facing
him?
life behind bars, and the LAPD is struggling. And behind it all, there's something much bigger going on.
Whoa, I can already feel those classic crime thriller vibes. Sounds like you're about to drop an action-packed trailer with explosions and popcorn.
Here it seems to be working just fine.
Check out this footage.
Let me see. Oh, okay, so it was just the internet having a hiccup. And now we have the trailer for 1.5. Let me crank up the sound a little bit.
More. Hit harder. It has to feel real. Roll again.
What? Not again!
I've heard you're assisting us with Nightpiercer, our Arcanist vigilante.
Yes, sir.
Our suspect is highly unpredictable. Much time.
Director Noire, I heard someone's been stalking you.
Probably just crazy fans. I'm used to it. Now get to makeup. This is an important scene.
About that fire 8 years ago. What happened?
Did you join my cast just to interrogate me?
First, the Nightpiercer case. Now this mass hysteria. If they're trying to bring a movie to life, then the last puzzle piece. The Shahua Parade.
Whoa! What's that?
That's Liriell, the Showdown beast.
So cool! Like a big cat! Thanks!
What's your status, 9527?
No sign of the suspect. Over.
丽丽，你慢多啲乜嘢啊？放开！
Wow, what an awesome parade!
Eyes on suspect. Requesting backup.
强梁既出，王也不晚。斩杀凶舅，小劫不降。Look, it's the real 强梁。
Not bad for a cop. Look at you go, looking like you just stepped out of
Bad
an
for a
action
cop.
movie. I didn't know you had moves like that. What do you think about hanging up that badge and joining my crew? You'd be helping me deal with all those troublemakers trying to lock me up. Kind of like your job, fighting crime.
If that guy did shoot the sky, I think it would be a funny reference to The Stranger, which is a book that I like. But it has nothing to do with the themes in this patch, so I think it was just a coincidence.
Elusive as a ghost, and we haven't found any solid leads. The media already glorifying this criminal as a vigilante, but something tells me things are much more complicated than we are being told.
Too right. Like, who goes to the trouble of going to LA at night just to get into fights? That's prime partying time.
I'm not sure that's the biggest question at hand. Anyway, in this video, we also see a mysterious girl who appeared earlier at the tea restaurant. Looks like she's here in the city to investigate this case as well.
I have to admit, you're really reeling me in with this mystery. So, give us the scoop. What's really going on here? And what's all the fuss about this Noire lady? Is she some kind of big deal?
You were probably thinking
The woman in the wheelchair from the earlier video.
of a different game.
Ever since she started filming in Chinatown, a series of crimes mimicking her movie plots.
I mean, it's a fresh start for me as well, because when this patch came out, I wasn't playing the game anymore at all. So I don't know anything about the story. I'm gonna figure out everything fresh, but
there's no way she came here just to stir up trouble.
yeah, I don't think she walks. I think she's actually in a wheelchair, which is nice because I like the representation that they bring with Noire, and I also like Loggerhead design, and I also like Aleph. design and representation in the next patch.
Your arcane skill.
And this is a topic that I will talk about later, but it has to do with the reasons why I came back and why the direction of the game has changed a little bit since that fiasco of 2.2.
What brought me here? I was assigned by the Vigils Bureau to assist the division of Arcane Affairs in Los Angeles with their Night Piercer case.
Right. So then your approach to investigating this case was to join the director's film crew as an
2.2 was the Brazilian patch.
Did you gather evidence?
In short, everyone hated it.
Straight out of a
The Chinese hated it, the Brazilians hated it,
I just want to get
everyone hated it.
of the case. Also,
But from what I heard, and this is a rumor, I don't have solid proof, but the person responsible for that patch, like the writer responsible for it, was also the same responsible for other patches that the story wasn't well received, like the Junyang Zoo patch. So that person is now gone, and they hired a new writer from another game that I really like, that I'm not gonna mention the name here because it's a reverse stream. But the new writer is known to add more representation towards mental health and disabled people and stuff like that. So that would explain the timing with 2.5 onwards having more characters and more themes like that in the story.
share something I overheard earlier while we were at the restaurant, Regulus.
Yeah, it's basically that they fired the bad cook and got a much better one.
报贩子还给我带来了什么消息？他的情报最好对得起我白花花的钞票啊！唐人街的一位生面孔，来自中国的警官梁月，身份是夜群特显见识职业人，正秘密调查真人事件。神秘术不明，常年手持一款大哥大，应该是用来超运敌人的武器，以及有人曾见他养了一只大猫。难道是新品种的警犬？哇，听上去是个女警霸王花，还牵了一只大猫，养起来一定好费钱费粮吧？而且他这个姓氏总感觉好耳熟啊！师傅好像说过，在河南显道授的传人，12正子之一就有良姓来着，难道就是他？
Oh yeah, my camera doesn't show it. I don't know if I have to get up here, but I'm using a limited edition brooch based on Cacania, and I really love this brooch here. It was a gift that I got from the company.
用以片场表演示意，这似乎与他的神秘术息息相关。也有人曾在午夜看见他对着木偶自言自语。咦，听上去好像玩张头木偶戏的专家，是在幕布后面只露出一只手的那种人哦。下一个消息，怪异摄像头游荡唐人。
The doll inside Annalie's backpack, she's called Lily. She's not a doll. If I recall correctly, she's sort of like a ghost. And basically, Annalie uses a ghost to help her track other ghosts.
试探询问旁人
Hey,
所见的
Dorian,
似乎偷偷筹划着一个阴谋。
come here.
他胸前的这个标志
Here.
是
Hey.
圣洛湖基金会。哇，他们的正式员工也精打细算到出来打零工赚外快啦。
Long hair must always be neatly tied up so as not to obstruct the line of duty. You wouldn't want hair in your face when you're chasing a criminal. Xiangliang may be fearsome, but it's not ferocious. I can feel that it's open to your touch. You're welcome to give it a try next time. You won't get away. Awaken. 强梁既出，王有不为。
No, 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 no. Why did it go back? I blame Dorian. Okay, my cat's now gone. And not like gone. He just had to leave the bedroom because he wasn't behaving. So there is a lot of new stuff that was released in the meantime when I wasn't playing. And I hope I can get to make content to expand on all this new stuff. Like, for instance, the Euphoria system bringing a lot of older characters back to the spotlight. I think it's a perfect opportunity to make guides about older characters that I haven't made before. So like Sotebi, Lilia, Enenli, characters like that. So if you have an older character who has already received the Euphoria buff and you want to see a video about them, please leave that in the comments and I will check that out later.
And it does have a name. It's the Shindao Beast, Qiangliang.
Cool. So, you're a crime-fighting martial arts copper with a beast on command. That's front-page news in the making.
Again, allow me to be precise. I am a cadet of the Vigils Bureau, working in tandem with the Division of Arcane Affairs.
Rightio, ma'am. A Vigil Cadet. I'm reading you loud and clear. Now, I myself already know...
Yeah, I plan on doing a vote both on Discord and Twitter.
Us what this Vigils Bureau is.
Of course, the Vigils Bureau is an agency within the Foundation. Officially, we're called Special Enforcement Officers, but we're more commonly known as the Vigils. In simple terms, I guess you could think of the Vigils as the international police of the Arcane world.
So, what's with that phone you're always carrying around? It kinda clashes with the whole Eastern aesthetic you've got going on.
Well, this isn't just any phone. I used it to summon Qiangliang to fight by my side.
Wait, hang about.
Wait, she used the phone to
To a tiger monster over the phone.
summon an ancient being.
So is that thing some kind of priceless ancient relic?
It's really just a regular old phone, but it's special to me. After all, it was a birthday gift. See this tiger sticker? I put it there myself.
Yeah, she does call the tiger. It's one of the essential parts of her
Give
kit.
us the scoop. What exactly is Qiangliang?
Qiangliang is a part of the Noire beasts folklore, and historical records say they played a crucial role in exorcism rituals, driving away evil. In our world, they're known as Xiandao beasts. My ancestors were entrusted with safeguarding Qiangliang's power, which is why our family changed their name to Liang. But over the years, fewer and fewer of my ancestors could successfully summon Qiangliang, and eventually our powers faded into legend.
So let's straighten things up for the record. This Qiangliang is a legendary beast that beats up bad guys, And your great, 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 so on and so on grandparents used to summon him? But now you're the only one left that can do it.
That's exactly right. Qiangliang might look intimidating, but it's my most trusted companion. We share the same mission to fight against evil side by side.
I love this animation. This is the animation that plays when you summon Liang Yu.
Dialing Qiangliang isn't an order. It's a communication, like knocking on someone's door before entering. Oh, and no need to worry about it turning me down anymore. It's much more accommodating than it used to be.
Whoa, hang on. Is that your tiger all shrunk down? Oh, what a cute
I think
little
they've had that
chihuahua.
since
Yes, you
Lucy,
think so?
because
sure
I
it's really
remember
happy to hear that.
Lucy's
Now,
summon
let me show
animation
you how we
is
fight together in
different,
action.
and
As I
Anjonala's
mentioned earlier,
animation
when
is
I'm on
different
duty,
as well.
Qiangliang fights
When you
alongside
summon
me,
her in the
and we
gacha.
coordinate closely in battle.
All right, time to start the fight. Grab your trusty brick phone.
My ultimate, Call of Thunder 0305, deals reality damage to all enemies while granting all my allies.
Yeah, I think
immunity
Ju
and
had as well, so
resolve,
it's something that
reducing
they
enemy
always
damage.
had.
But the most important part, once I activate my ultimate, Qiangliang enters the battlefield.
That really is one fierce-looking beast. I bet the bad guys will be scared speechless.
Once Qiangliang is in play, the entire battle strategy changes. See those two special zones in the spell dock? The right side is the red zone, and casting an incantation here increases its rank by 1. The left side is a green zone, and casting an incantation here extends any buffs or debuffs it applies by 1 extra round. And if the zones overlap, any incantation
I have
cast
to
in that
say that I
area gets
really,
effect.
really love
That's so cool.
both
But what's that last
Liang
card
Yu's
in your deck?
design as well as
Is that
her
another one
kit.
of your arcane
And I'm
spells?
really, really glad that
Good eye,
she
Regulus.
isn't like
Once I arrive
super
inside one,
overpowered
I
or
gain a brand
broken
new
like
talent
the
in battle.
previous
Casting an
limited
incantation in the
characters.
red zone gives Qiangliang 1 stack of Justice talent, which you can think of as a red point, while casting an incantation in the green zone grants 1 stack of Peace talent, a green point. Once Justice talent and Peace talent reach a certain amount, Qiangliang unleashes an extra attack.
I see. So, these talons, basically, the red and green points influence its attacks in different ways. Have I got that right?
Bingo! Let's go over it again. Justice talent. and
Hello,
Peace talent.
Auntie Liu.
Okay.
Long time no
Justice
see.
Talon and Peace Talon. I won't forget it.
It feels so nice to see you all again.
If it has more stacks of
I
Justice
mean,
talent,
I'm
its
not
critical rate
actually
and
seeing you
critical
all,
damage
it's
increase
just
face
seeing
up.
your nicks and
And
seeing
any
you
extra
in
critical
chat.
rate converts into bonus critical damage. If it has more stacks of Peace talent, it inflicts poison and burn on enemies, increasing both its damage and penetration rate based on those negative effects.
So, what happens if the red and green stacks equal out? Anything good?
If they're balanced, I gain Swift Resolve, which speeds up Qiangliang's next action and boosts its attack. Here, watch Qiangliang unleash an even more powerful strike. Once I reach Insight 2, I can enhance my critical rate, and at Insight 3, my Moxie gets a boost, which speeds up my ultimate.
Oh, right. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, visually her Inside 2 design reminds me a lot of the Toho characters. And
It also
uh,
extends the duration of
I
Guardian's
already said
Resolve for all
this
allies.
a few times, I think, in previous streams and such, but I grew up with Toho, so I'm very fond of this kind of design.
Life grants an ally Guardian's Blessing, boosting their damage while reducing damage taken. Allies granted this effect will trigger another Banish Evil whenever they attack, get hit, or when the round ends. If Qiangliang is on the field, casting this incantation grants additional stacks of Peace talent.
You know, I think we need a live demonstration. Seeing it all in action would make everything much clearer.
You're right. Alright then. Qiangliang, it's showtime.
OMG. That poor thing is practically the Foundation's dedicated punching bag, isn't it? Every time I see this boss, it's getting smacked around.
But I'm sure this is your first time seeing Qiangliang in action, so pay attention. After reaching Portrait 2, I can summon Qiangliang right at the start of the battle with my ultimate. Both Qiangliang's follow-up attacks and Madame Lucy's will generate Eureka for 37. Meanwhile, Flutter Page provides an additional AP, dramatically speeding up Eureka accumulation. Throughout the fight, my talents also level up our incantations.
Oh, that's a lot of follow-up
attacks.
attacks.
Our team's overall DPS.
Oh, what a terrifying team of follow-up characters. I'm actually starting to feel bad for this boss. And now, let's introduce the legendary Hong Kong director Noire. So, detective, have you gathered any clues on this cool-headed filmmaker?
After a thorough investigation and digging around the set, I've collected quite a bit of information on her. Noire is exactly what she appears to be, an exceptionally skilled and meticulous director.
Is that so? Well, I've heard big-time directors love making actors
I
reshoot
think it
the
would
same
be
scene
hard
over
for
and
Noire
over
to
until
be
they got
a
exactly
beast
what they
type,
want.
That's something
because
I've seen on set.
usually
Noire
beast
is really
characters
when it comes to
use their
directing
bodies to
She's willing
attack,
to spend days just to
and
capture the
clearly
vibe
she
and
can't do
emotion
much
the
of that. Instead, she uses her dolls to attack. Like, if you pay attention, there is a little doll on her
Well,
shoulder.
I did enjoy her films when I was younger, but putting that aside, her professionalism as a director is unquestionable. Through my time investigating, I also uncovered some lesser-known stories about her. According to longtime crew members, she used to be much more daring and unconventional, but an incident 8 years ago changed her attitude completely. It was
Like,
an
she
accident
had
that was
several
only
dolls,
on
and I
her
love
knees
that
at the
one
time.
of them
It turned her life
in
upside
the
down.
Inside
Since
2
then, she's been
picture,
confined to a wheelchair.
like,
After her return, she
is
apparently
holding
became a lot
a
more
statue, like
approachable,
the equivalent of the
adopting
Oscar. So I imagine Noire using the Oscar
It's a subtle,
to beat
undeniable
people,
way
to
of
beat
getting
enemies,
exactly
and
what she wants.
that's a very funny
Reminds me of this
thought to
eccentric
me.
kid I know who loves tinkering with machines. Maybe it's just the thing all genius weirdos have in common. Also, about that accident from 8 years ago, it sounds like there's a lot more to the story. So, what kind of person was Noire before everything changed?
Noire studied filmmaking in Southern California before returning to Hong Kong to pursue her career. In her early days, she was close friends with the two women you see in that photograph. Together, they created the sensational film series Detective CO7. But as the film's popularity soared, conflicts arose. Their friendship grew strained, and ultimately, things boiled over and they broke apart.
Like a captain losing her most trusted crew. What a tragic fate. That said, it only makes me more curious about how Noire uses her professional filmmaking knowledge and directorial skills in battle. Could you give us a breakdown of what you've observed?
Of course, let's take a closer look at director Noire's combat mechanics. Noire's arcane skills mirror her expertise, and every move she makes feels like directing a film. Upon reaching Insight 1, at the start of the round, Noire applies Spotlight to the enemy with the highest HP percentage. At Insight 3, whenever an enemy gains Spotlight, Noire increases her own moxie and gains multiple stacks of Genius Idea.
Now here's a question for you. What exactly are Spotlight and Genius Idea?
Spotlight is one of Noire's core mechanics. If an enemy is under its effect, they will randomly receive one of several debuffs after being hit by her attacks, including rigidity, poison, and burn. Genius Idea allows Noire to have a chance of using her ultimate again after unleashing it.
And there's
The
her
more stacks of
ultimate.
Genius Idea, the higher the probability.
What? I've never heard of someone unleashing their ultimate twice in a row.
That's exactly what makes Noire unique. Noah's Arcane skill experimental montage gathers all neg statuses from other enemies onto a single target before dealing one target mental damage. Her Arcane skill's dunk take inflicts mental damage on 2 enemies. After attacking, Noah gains a certain number of stacks of Genius Idea. Additionally, this attack can also trigger Spotlight's effect of inflicting negative status again.
So by unleashing Stunt Take, she'll make it more likely that she'll unleash her ultimate multiple times.
Exactly. Noah's ultimate, Climatic Moment, deals mental damage to all enemies. The more different types or stacks of negative status a target has, the higher the attack's damage multiplier and penetration rate. For every few stacks of Genius Idea Noah holds, there's a chance she will cast her ultimate again, consuming part of her Genius Idea stacks in the process.
So directors constantly yelling "cut" isn't just torture for actors, it's also torture for enemies.
That's right. And now, let's
I
showcase
haven't
Noah's
seen it from
combat
that
style
angle,
in a
that's
live
nice.
demonstration.
The fact that she repeats her ultimate, it's like a director having to repeat the scene over and over
We can have
until
other
they get the
allies
right
apply
take.
poison status to the enemies.
If I can stay back.
Then, by using experimental montage, we can concentrate all the negative statuses onto a single target.
Amazing! Now all the poison effects are stacked onto one enemy.
Next, by casting Stunk Take multiple times, we can stack Genius Idea, increasing the probability of repeating her ultimate.
I can't wait to see Noire's movie magic in action.
3, 2, 1, action.
OMG. No matter how many times I see this, it's still breathtaking. Now, let's turn to our tin-headed colleague. I've never met her myself. If you'd have asked me where to find an oddball with a camera head, your best bet, I'd say, is the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Actually, Loggerhead isn't really as strange as you think. She's just a girl who has a bit of trouble remembering things. What sets her apart from others is that her memory only lasts for 3 days. Over those 3 days, her memories gradually fade, and by the 4th day, she forgets everything.
Sounds like a real bother.
Oh, that's
Wait.
super sad.
If somebody were to say, borrow some money from her for, say, a
No,
rent
Regulus,
coming up,
Regulus,
she
don't do
would
that,
just
Regulus,
forget
please.
about it in a few days? Maybe I ought to befriend our new Foundation colleague for her own protection.
Don't worry, Regulus. Laplace created a special memory film for her. By using it, Loggerhead can accurately record and replay her past memories. As an Awakened, Loggerhead was originally a component of a Latham Loop, a system designed for film projection. According to my research, the invention of Latham
She's
Loop
an
was
Awakened,
what
that's
officially
cool.
ushered in the era of feature-length films. Aside from the special memory film mentioned earlier, Laplace also created her current body. Although she can't eat or drink like humans, she can move and act according to her own will.
On the bright side, at least she won't go hungry if she accidentally spends all her money on a limited edition.
Regulus
record.
thought it's
Now,
always
let's take a look at
how
our
do I get
Arcanist
money
skills.
from this?
I'm counting
No
on you,
matter the
Regulus.
topic.
Let's
It's
look at
always
her
like
talent.
that.
When an ally inflicts a neg status on an enemy, she gains clear-headed, which enhances her healing abilities. At the end of the round, based on the number of clear-headed stacks she has, she'll restore a percentage of max HP to allies. So basically, she can sustain the team's survival without using up AP. Loggerhead's arcane skill, a must-see, inflicts mental damage on a single enemy target and randomly applies several effects from the collection of neg status upon a successful hit.
If that's the case, she seems like a great match to team up with Noire.
Smart thinking! Loggerhead's arcane skill, a mind blower.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, Name Day from patch 2.7 has that too, so I wonder if that will stack.
Increased damage taken reduction, and when attacked, effects from the collection of neg status are applied to the attacker. Lastly, let's check out her ultimate, Cinema Binge. It inflicts mental damage on all enemies and applies several effects from the collection of neg status.
Loggerhead can inflict more negative statuses while providing some healing support, making her a great fit for teams that rely on stacking negative status effects for increased damage.
Right, looks like that's a wrap for our character introductions from Showdown in Chinatown. Now, you must all be wondering how to get your hands on these awesome characters.
From April 24th to May 29th, the Moonbeam Guardian Dushe Limited banner will be available. During this period, the 6-star limited character Liang Yue and 5-star character Loggerhead will have an increased summon rate. The event will last for 35 days, giving you plenty of time to summon them.
The summon rate and rate up rules remain the same as other time-limited summons before. The Moonbeam Guardian Dushe limited banner does not share guarantees with any other summoning events. After the event ends, the limited character Liang Yue will not be available through other means.
For every summon during this limited banner, you received a Cassette of the Lost. You can exchange 200 of these for the 6-star character Liang Yue or the 5-star character Loggerhead and other growth materials in the Onaric shop. Additionally, from May 8th to May 29th, the Alive in Montage summoning event will feature increased rates for Noire. Notably, Noire will also be added to the regular banner in version 2.8.
Both Liang Yue and Noire's character story events will be released in version 2.5, so stay tuned! That's not all! In version 2.5, besides joining the Moonbeam Guardian Dushe limited banner, Jiu Nanshu will also have her first rerun. The Till the Last Drop limited banner event will be available from May the 3rd to May the 17th. So, if you've been waiting to recruit our wine-making friend, don't miss out!
Speaking of Jiu Niangzi, we saw in the trailer that she's wearing a gorgeous new garment. I must say, her outfit looks
they
quite
skinned
familiar
in
to
the
things I've seen
patch.
in my hometown. To celebrate
My
the Dushe
wallet's gonna
festival,
suffer.
we wear new festive clothes. Our elders tell us that it symbolizes welcoming the new year with a fresh start.
Sounds like you take celebrating this festival seriously.
It's true. We also decorate our homes with spring couplets inscribed with blessings and keep plants with auspicious names around to bring good fortune. Plants with symbolic meanings.
No, the limited banner is not shortened. It will last the entire patch, much like the previous ones. So 35 days for the patch, for the duration of the banner, which is the same as the patch duration. I think they shortened the patch duration a little bit. It's a while ago. I think I was still playing when that started happening, so they can slowly catch up with the CN server. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's already been a while. Oh, it's the first. Let me pin this comment. It's already been a while since the patches have been shortened from 42 days to 35 days, so the game can actually slowly catch up with the CN server. So, for instance, we used it to be 3 patches behind the CN server, but now we are only 2 patches behind the CN server.
Welcome back, everyone!
Welcome back.
So, Cadet, I heard you love Detective CO7. How about a little movie quiz? Here, take a look at the promotional poster behind us. Can you guess the theme of this new garment series?
I'd say it's inspired by 1980s and 90s Hong Kong cinema, right?
Spot on! Speaking of Hong Kong cinema, we have to mention the film boom in the later half of the 20th century, an era bursting with stars. In the upcoming version 2.5 update, you can see some of our familiar companions are once again donning brand new outfits, just in time for the festivities. New clothes, new attitude. This time, the newly introduced garment series, Old Stories, New Perspectives, draws inspiration from this golden age of Hong Kong cinema. If you ask me, it's like stepping into a grand film brimming with the charm of that era. But that's
Actually
not
don't
all.
know
These
much
designs
about
also
the
add elements
Hong
of
Kong
classic
cinema.
local urban legends. You might
But
just
since a
discover
lot of
eerie
them
little details
feature
hidden within these garments.
urban legends,
Without
I'll
further
probably
ado,
do a lot of
let's
research
embark
on
this
that during
elegant
this
and
patch and
enigmatic
maybe
adventure.
talk about it at some point. I'll make sure to add at least one absolute cinema meme on my videos for you.
Dive into the clouds, soak into the soil, move dizzyingly back and forth between the earth and sky. You've really read my research paper? I don't know how to show my gratitude.
So the Windsong garment is free. You get it just by logging in during the patch 2.5.
Infinite lines.
In the ancient times, the fool's job is to entertain the Lord. Dost thou also need this service?
Yeah, just like the enemy garment. Yep, the Windsong garment's free.
Is but an image of emptiness. You yearned for me, and now I have come. Untainted as the lotus, calm as the water still. Tread
I think this is my favorite skin of this series.
what it promises.
I saw the old man under the moon last night. There, beneath that tree. I tried to get a better look at
And then of course we have Sotheby.
mandrakes tickling my palm. Bring the eastern mandrakes along.
I know that my sis is already loving the skin.
A few innovations. They're not half bad. The old man under the moon taught me this little trick in a dream. I can untie any knot. I am the fairy who lives in the painting. I have entered your world so you can... what was next? What a great day! I'll crack open a jar of my finest liquor to celebrate. No, 2 jars. Give them a warm welcome. Liriell, noble or common. Lift the cup, the moon invites. Let drink and paint.
This is her first skin actually.
Drink and flesh, no night or day. Then why
I
not
actually
drink
feel
candlelight?
tempted to build Junyanzu now just to use the skin because it's so pretty. And now we have the new series of tarot-inspired garments for the Roar Jukebox. And the first one is Ruby's. And I absolutely love this skin, it's so gorgeous.
Spreading on the ground are just like the roots embedded into the soil. No need to look back. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
If I recall correctly, yes,
She
it's
looks like she just
Def.
stepped out of a
I
painting.
remember that Melania gets
Same.
one later
As shown in the video,
that is
the new
inspired
unique
by the
garment for
Magician
Johansson
card,
blossoms
which is
red
my favorite
berry,
tarot card.
comes
That's
with an
why I
exclusive
memorized it
entrance
and also
animation,
because it's Melania.
full character voices, new special effects, and more. She looks as if she's walking on clouds,
graceful, and ethereal.
Yeah, and
Such a rare
unfortunately, I'll have to kick you out of the chat for saying such bad words.
And wore glass slippers. So dreamy. Oh, and look, just like you, she's got herself surrounded by adorable little creatures.
The divine spirits she painted into existence, 2 one-serving attendants with dragon and serpent heads, represent the gods of Shiti of the past year, carrying wishes for prosperity and good fortune in the year ahead. Meanwhile, the red and white puppy at her feet is inspired by the heavenly dog recorded in the classic of mountains and seas, which resembles a fox and is said to ward off evil.
I like that they are adding lore and history information now in the descriptions for the live
Let's turn our
letter.
attention to the next star of the show, our kind-hearted, generous, and very charismatic Sotheby.
Hello, Deku, welcome.
Presenting our elegant young lady, Sotheby's new garment, the Red Thread of Fate. Let your captain guide you through this. My dear friend's garment this time is inspired by the Liriell, a deity of love. You know, something like a cupid, but shinier and somehow cuter.
This charming girl, holding a red thread in her hand, radiates pure joy and energy. It's such a delight to see everyone dressed
It's
in
going
traditional
well.
Chinese attire.
At some point, my cat tried to sabotage the stream, but it's all good now.
That must be her companion as the immortal matchmaker. In folklore, ginseng dolls must be tied with a red thread or they'll run away.
Personally, for me, the 1.5 anniversary is the first hype patch since the anniversary patch.
The Red Thread of Fate perfectly complements her impeccable taste while adding a touch of mystique. They say that once she ties someone with her red thread, fate itself begins to work its magic.
I can already picture Sotheby and her little ginseng doll spreading joy across the world. Next up, let's welcome the innkeeper herself. Take a look at Tuesday's new garment, Story of the Jade Vase. This time, she's taking on the role of a serene and gentle ascetic. As we can see, her new garment combines classic religious iconography with traditional opera elements. The lotus crown and white veil symbolize purity, while the flowing ribbons and fluttering in-laws signal her transcendence.
Wait,
this is
why is there a
Tuesday.
snake with great big fangs inside that jade bottle she's holding? Is this some kind of horror film?
What you see isn't always reality. This is a recurring theme in traditional folklore. Beneath Tuesday's saintly and compassionate appearance, what truth is she hiding?
That's not helping my nerves one bit. That air of mystique and unease. A beauty that hints at something unsettling beneath the surface. Oh my goodness, I'm equally
Yeah, Tuesday is
captivated
from
and
patch
terrified.
2.1.
Now, let's introduce Madame Winsong's new garment. Records from the Jade Hunt. She once traveled far and wide in pursuit of the study of ley lines. Naturally, the perfect role for
I hope
her
I get
in
a
the
spook
supernatural
from her
cinematic world
in
is
both
that of a
senses
woman
because
Taoist
I love
sage,
horror.
born from jade and traveling the lands in search of legendary stones.
Oh, so you're saying she's some kind of pebble enthusiast? But with
No,
a bit of style and a touch
the
of
croc
magic.
is still there. You can see the croc when she enters the stage. They just added the vase, so now the croc is inside the vase instead of being just wrapped in
If she throws
blankets.
a pebble at you, it won't just be any rock. It will be a masterpiece.
By the way, did you notice the bagua wheel on Winston's outfit? I can't think of anything more fitting to capture the mysterious aura of a mystic Jade Wanderer. As she roams the land, Winston will witness countless breathtaking mountains and rivers. Perhaps she'll even discover new secrets of the ley lines on her journey, or at the very least, find another awesome stone for her collection.
Once version 2.5 launches, players can claim her brand new garment, records from the Jade Hunt, for free through the Winsong Garment giveaway event. You won't want to miss out.
That's fantastic news! But I'm curious.
Oh yeah,
if
have
I missed
any
last
of you
year's
seen
limited garment
Winsong's
between
new
clouds and
apprentice
pine
that
trees,
will come on
will
patch
there be another chance to
2.7?
get it?
She's
Patience, my
very,
friend.
very cute.
Good things come to those who wait. And, more importantly, to those who log in on time. And what sort of performance would this be if we didn't have the Fool taking the stage? This time, he's going all out, stepping into the role of a street-roaming shadow
Let me
puppeteer.
get the
Gone is his
link.
usual force degree. Now he wears the mask of a shadow puppet clown, lurking by the lamplight, with controlling ropes strapped to his body. He's not just a puppeteer behind the scenes. He's become a shadow on the screen himself.
You're absolutely right. He's like the secret spice of the entertainment world, making everything more exciting.
But that's not all. Version 2.5 holds even bigger
If
surprises.
anyone wants
Besides
to
our
check
stories
it
in
later,
Perspectives collection, a brand new card
there is a
OT21
link for the
series
PV
is also
for
on the way.
Winsong's new
Tarot
apprentice. Her name is
Wow. Are
Kiparina.
we getting a spooky Arcanum fashion show now?
This is just the debut. There will be more Arcanists down in this theme in the future, so stay tuned. Leading the lineup is the ever-elegant Madame Druvis III, a staff-forging artisan and daughter of the forest. Her new garment, shrouded in thorns, can be obtained by unlocking the current Roar Jukebox Collector's Edition.
I have to say, this outfit is the perfect blend of allure and mystery.
Druvis III's aura aligns beautifully with the High Priestess from the Major Arcana.
Oh, it's the
In
High
this
Priestess. It's not
she
that.
embodies
It's
the
High
Celtic goddess
Priestess.
Morrigan, the one closest to the ravens.
Wow, just look at those spiffing ravens. I mean, who knew ravens love stealing spotlights too? Let's check whether her arcane skill effects are as stunning as her garment.
Advice from the forest. Penetrate. Watching. I weave the gown.
Considering how they make merch of absolutely everything they can, I bet that once the series of skins is over, they're gonna sell the tarot card series.
Will also go live. Purchasing it will allow players to obtain one advanced tier garment and one garment tier garment of their choice from a prepared selection. If a player receives a garment they already own from the pack, they'll be refunded crystal drops equivalent to its original price. Now, after introducing these eye-catching garments,
Oh, nice, I can get a
now
skin I
the
don't have
most
yet.
exciting part of today's livestream. Our 1.5th anniversary is a grand celebration, and of course, no celebration is complete without festive surprises.
With that in mind, we've prepared a series of reward events in the game, with plenty of gifts to go around. Think of it
In
like
and
a
now
buffet.
the
Take
new
whatever you
character.
like. First up,
Yeah,
is
I
the
think
Winsong's
those
garment login giveaway
are all
we
the
mentioned earlier.
animated portraits for
Simply
now.
log into the game, and boom, slip into your new outfit and show it off. It's that easy. But wait, that's not all. The commemorative gifts keep on coming. You know how it is. Who can resist a fresh garment when a new version is on the way? Here's the key. If there's a garment you've been eyeing, whether it's a past release or an upcoming one, the next set of rewards is for you. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
After version 2.5 launches, players can claim a cut-to-fit garment voucher worth 390 crystal drops upon logging in, which can be used in the garment shop.
That means when you're purchasing garments, you can directly apply this voucher to enjoy a discount of 390 crystal drops. It's what you might call a very early Black Friday. Now,
That's a very
let's
good
take a look at
discount,
what
actually.
Other surprises we can expect to celebrate for the 1.5th anniversary.
Reverse 1999 has only reached its 1.5th anniversary because of your support. Over this year and a half, we've witnessed all kinds of stories unfold in the face of the storm. We've adventured through ups and downs with our trusty companions, traveling across different eras and regions full of intrigue.
And what a thrilling journey it's been. But let's be honest,
Super
Reverse
early
1999
Black Friday.
wouldn't have made it this far without you. You are the true MVPs. So, to express our gratitude, the Thanks for Your Companionship special login event will officially begin. Come join us and celebrate.
With the launch of version 2.5, the calendar sign-in system will undergo a major
No, it's
upgrade.
not enough for a
This means
normal
the game will
garment.
feature plenty of cumulative sign-in rewards.
Sounds exciting, right? I can't wait to find out what awesome rewards we're in for.
With this revamped sign-in calendar, long-term players can now enjoy extra perks. When you reach a certain number of logins, you'll receive rewards including but not limited to jars of Picresma candy, 5-star coupons, unilogs, portraits, and growth materials. Players who've logged in for over 365 days can claim a free random 6-star character during their sign-in.
Wow!
Please trust they give me a spook. Please trust they give me a
The login counter will
spook.
be retroactive, meaning your past login days will count fully towards your progress for rewards. So, if you've already logged in for over a year before, after the 2.5 update, you'll immediately be able to claim a random 6-star character. The banner will include all standard 6-star characters from launch to version 2.2, including Opera.
On top of that, you can also claim rewards from previous events. A massive thank you to everyone who's joined us on this journey. Your support and passion for Reverse
I don't know if I have
1999
logged
means
in
the
for
world to us. We love you all. And of course, when it comes to
365
rewards,
days.
how could we forget the glittering golden rabbits? Everyone's
Because
crazy
after a
about them.
while, since
That's
I
right.
got
Now for the
unmotivated
main
to
event,
play the game and
during
started,
version 2.5, when you
I
log into
stopped
the game,
logging in
you'll
every
receive
day.
Decaton Moonbeam Guardian, which lets you
So I
perform
have
summon
to
10
check
times
that.
in the Moonbeam Guardian Dusho Limited banner.
But as I understand,
hear the wheels spinning
this
in my head.
event
Don't
will
let it stop.
continue. It's
By
like
participating in the
it
behind the
starts
scenes
to take
sign
effect on
events,
patch
you'll be able to collect
2.5
20
and will
logs.
keep going
That's
from
30
there on.
free summons in total. So be sure to log in and claim them.
Plus, the 1.5th anniversary coincides with the Shehuo Parade. After the version update, we'll be adding special rewards to celebrate. To mark the Shehuo Parade, we'll be giving out a Decaton Ripples on the Water, which can be used in the Ripples on the Water summoning event.
Rock and roll!
The Decaton will be sent via mail on the day of the version update. Keep in mind, both the mail and item will have an expiration date, so remember to claim it. I'm guessing you can already feel the festive spirit of our 1.5th anniversary celebration through the screen. And guess what? The mysterious shop, which made its debut in version 1.6, is making a grand return in version 2.5 with a whole new look.
I still remember that mysterious shopkeeper, the Ashen Salamander. We scored some pretty rare items from there last year.
This time, we're introducing the Hanjia's Treasury, and the shopkeeper has expanded their business all the way across the ocean. By completing tasks and mini-games, you can collect red envelopes, which can be exchanged at Hanjia's Treasury for rewards like 5-star inside coupons, portraits, and growth materials.
Of course, they're all free. The event will be unlocked in 3 phases. In the first phase, the nostalgic furnace store returns. Drop by every day to claim a yellow quality consumable.
In the third phase, take part in the prayer event in the treasury to earn the Play in the Shadow World limited building and more clear drops.
That's not all. Log in on April the 24th to receive a special greeting from a familiar friend along with even more clear drops. This heartfelt message will be stored in the collectible Fortune Knot Lantern, so you can revisit it anytime.
Version 2.5 introduces
Okay, that's a lot of
special invite
freebies.
friend event. Invite friends to join the game and complete tasks together to earn clear drop rewards. Whether you are a longtime player, a newbie, or a returning veteran, everyone can participate and claim rewards.
That's awesome! So how can I get those rewards?
Simply team up with a friend, find your accounts, and instantly receive 120 clear drops. You can earn up to 1,800 clear drops in total. Plus, during the event, an exclusive Suitcase Invites channel will be available on the official Reverse 1999 Discord. Join the discussion and connect with fellow players.
Okay, who wants to bind
Sure,
accounts?
I'll look up those rewards. And speaking of Discord, expect a ton of anniversary events happening there as well. Stay tuned, folks! This is a whole new definition of cool.
I'm
This
definitely
anniversary
gonna
celebration is absolutely
share my
packed with
code
rewards.
in my
I mean,
Discord server.
listing them all at once is exhausting. But hey, this is the kind of tough job I'd gladly do all day long.
Lastly, let's recap the rewards. Make sure to join the event after the version 2.5 update and claim all these amazing goodies.
That's for sure. But before we move on, don't forget about the second exchange code.
Okay, second exchange code coming. Noire's not sorry. Why? What did she do? This reminds me of a song animation that they did. I don't know if they're gonna show it in this live stream. I hope they do, but if they don't, I'm gonna show it to everyone here.
Still keeping up, everyone? Because this rockin' pirate captain is just getting warmed up.
The version 2.5 update introduces some exciting new gameplay features. Get ready for Critter Crash, an exciting new battle mode in the version 2.5 update. You'll team up with critters and all sorts of arcane characters to defend the wilderness.
Wait!
Oh, hello Frank, welcome. Yeah, it's been a bit.
Don't tell me I'm going to have to fight.
Relax, Regulus. It's more of a board game style challenge. Let's check out a demo of the gameplay together. Before the game starts, you'll choose a leader, each with unique skill effects. Once your leader is set, you can spend Muse coins to buy chess pieces at the Peace Bank and place them on the board, just like this.
Alright, this actually looks like a good time. But when do we, start battling?
Just hit battle, and the chess pieces will take turns attacking automatically. The final damage calculation is based on the quality of the pieces on the board. As long as your leader's HP doesn't hit 0, you can keep adjusting your chess pieces and
Okay, so now we can play Yu-Gi-Oh! In reverse.
Different types of chess pieces can be placed in different zones, each with unique effects. You can also stack identical chess pieces to level them up, boosting their combat power. And for added convenience, we are adding a skip battle button so you can jump straight to the results.
Fab! There are so many different chess pieces to choose from. There must be plenty of fun modes to explore, right?
That's right. This version of Crater Crash also supports solo play. And in version 2.5, we're introducing the Dust Play mode, which includes guide tutorials and story-based challenges to help players get familiar with the new gameplay. And the best part? By rating up in this mode, you can unlock a brand new critter.
Oh, that
Okay, they were
amazing.
very
Now everyone can have
specific
their own
about
critter,
saying
just
that
like our
in this
little
version there is solo
This
play.
update will also
So I wonder
introduce
if
a new
we will
immersive
get
challenge mode, when the
PvP
alarms
for
sound.
this minigame in the
That's right.
future, because
In
that
the
would be
alarm sounds,
very cool.
You'll take on the role of a Foundation security team tasked with handling the aftermath of the storm. This mode consists of 2 key parts. The first is a special investigation, where the team faces a series of investigation reports. But be careful, each investigation is affected by the rain stain effect, which carries debuffs into subsequent battles.
Don't worry, you can assign a team member who's cleared the stage to stay behind and
An
monitor
FPS
certain areas,
would be
neutralizing
insane.
those rain stain effects. These characters
Especially
won't
if
be
it
able
was
to participate
something
in
like
future battles, but they'll ensure the team isn't hindered by rain
those
stain effects in the next
hero-based
Strategic planning is key.
team
Once the initial
FPS
investigations
games
are
like
complete,
Overwatch
they'll
or
face the final
Marvel
challenge,
Marvel
exposing the
Rivals.
truth.
If we had
This
something
stage
like
is
that for
immune to
reverse,
rain
it
stain
would be very
effects.
funny.
And if you've met special battle conditions earlier, the difficulty will be significantly reduced. Plus, this time, you can deploy 5 characters in battle.
Hang on, did I hear that right? 5 characters.
We do
in
need
battle.
reverse rivals now.
Oh, that's gonna be one exciting showdown.
The second part of the mode is daily attendance, which gradually unlocks over time. These challenges are less difficult, but still infuse
That does
a
sound
risk of
cursed,
effects,
but it's
so don't
cursed
let
in
your
the
guard down.
best way possible.
Completing daily attendance stages will earn you ring stain signal beacons, which not only reduce the difficulty of investigation reports, but also unlock support characters to assist you in battle.
And of course, completing tasks will grant limited portraits and tons of consumables. That's the kind of news I love to hear. And here's something even better. To celebrate the 1.5th anniversary, we're introducing the brand new Miracle Mart.
Oh, can you share a little bit about what kind of items will be available in Miracle Mart?
A little bit of everything. Character garments, homepage backgrounds, wilderness buildings, portraits, and plenty more decorations and skins. And if you ever missed out on Utu garments, buildings from signing
Oh my
events,
God.
or other exciting rewards, well, they'll be returning over time to the Rewards Revisited section.
So, how
Oh
do
my
we
god,
get
I
these
can
items?
finally get to
Here's
a
the
skin
key.
that I
You
missed.
can earn old tickets for free by participating in various events, which can be used to redeem decorations in Rewards Revisited. And on the day version 2.5 goes live, everyone will receive enough old tickets to claim an Anli's garment between clouds and pine trees, so you won't want to miss out. During this update, you can also pick up Charlie's garment through mirrors and curtains. And in future versions, more versions of Raw Jukebox garments will be added.
But that's not all. A new Showdown in Chinatown themed portrait and wilderness building will also be available. And of course,
like this background.
we can't forget the brand new homepage background. Old shadows, new views. After the update, all players will receive a 50% discount voucher for this background, making it even easier to get your hands on this suitcase setting item.
Wow, awesome! It feels just like stepping into a classic Hong Kong film set.
We're also unveiling a new travel scrapbook theme, 社火 Parade. Inspired by shadow puppetry, this theme perfectly captures the excitement of the festival parade.
And in the Window to Other Worlds, you'll be able to claim the Echoes of Dusk travel scrapbook theme for free and customize
Oh my
your
god,
travel
it's so
scrapbook
much
with your favorite
customization.
designs. Finally, in version 2.5, 2 familiar 6-star characters will receive Euphoria and Anli and Pickles.
After
Like,
unlocking
it's so much that
Madame
I already
Anli
lost
gains the
track
ability to
of
match
how
favorite allies.
much
Additionally,
free
she's
stuff
now
and how much
infinite
customization stuff
and
we're
her
getting.
damage output
And I'm gonna go
increases
insane
attacking
because my favorite thing, my favorite thing in gacha games or games in general is collecting cosmetics and customization
Another
stuff.
Arcanist, Pickles, gains a boost with his Euphoria. His follow-up is enhanced, allowing him to provide assist attacks.
This is
while
definitely
also
the
granting
best
additional
time to
buffs.
come back to the
Oh,
game.
Pickles.
Like,
If you've been
undoubtedly,
missing that
I have
lovable
never
big dog
seen
just like I
a
have,
patch
here's some good
this
news for you.
packed.
In the Ripples on the Water banner, you can choose one of the following characters to rate up: Pickles, Anon Lee, Sotheby, Druvius III, or Jessica. The first time you get a 6-star character, it's guaranteed to be your selected rate up choice. Additionally, any accumulated increased rate up chances in this banner will carry over to future iterations of Ripples on the Water. Your first 10 summon attempt will also be available at a 30% discount. And don't forget to claim your free Sherhawk.
Oh my god, they fixed the scan banner. It's no longer a scan banner and it now carries over.
Will also be available. This allows you to select 2 non-limited 6-star
I can't
characters
believe they
from
fixed
version
that
2.2 and earlier
damn it
to
scan
receive
banner.
boosted summon rate. When summoning a 6-star character from this banner, there's a 70%
What?
chance it will be one of your selected rate-up characters, with the odds evenly
They
split between
fixed
your 2
that
choices.
banner.
Most importantly, the first 10 summon in this banner will be 50% off.
It's actually a good banner now.
Strengthen your roster.
Especially if
With
you are a
the
beginner
update,
player
your
and you want
season
to
will be
pick a
available for
specific
purchase.
character.
Buying it grants 900 crystal drops and 15 jars of Pacrasma candy, along with a 90-day Roaring Month sign-in reward. Just a little effort and you'll be set for a few months.
Not only that, but there will be even more exciting new events on the way, including an lead character anecdote, updates to Reveries in the Rain, and a new Depths of Myth.
The version 2.5 Wilderness theme pack, when Revelries arrive, will be released, while the version 1.6 Wilderness theme pack will
Oh,
become
they still
permanently
exist.
available
So
in
just
stock.
ignore them
Additionally,
and focus
the
on the
version
new
1.6
one.
story, Notes on
I mean, I
Showdown,
already ignored
will be
them
getting
before.
its first ever rerun, allowing us to revisit the story of Dorshaw in Pei City. To celebrate the 1.5th anniversary, a series of optimizations are on the way. First up, video enhancement features, in-game promotional videos, certain character skills, and entry animations
They
will now
improved
be
the
available in
graphics.
higher resolution. Enjoy the stunning visuals as you embark on a global adventure, Captain.
That's very rare to
Previously
see
introduced Creator
a
Cinema
game
will also
that's
see
like
improvements.
over a year
After the
old go
update, auto-select
already
products
early
will
to
support
update the
priority
graphics
orders
or
and
update the
designated
graphics at
products.
all.
Incomplete orders can now be manually locked to prevent them from refreshing the next day, allowing you to continue fulfilling them as needed. Beyond that, there are numerous enhancements to improve your overall gaming experience. For example, the Cranking Gumball machine will support 10 summon, and during creator training, when multiple interactive events are available, you'll be able to quickly allocate stats up attempts.
Wow, that sounds like a huge help.
Okay, Liang Yu
Is there
could
more
be
to look forward
speaking
to?
Chinese
Let
now
me
and
put it
I
this
wouldn't
way.
understand
There are a
it
whole bunch
anyway
of
because
exciting
I
new
haven't
features
played
waiting
this
to be discovered
game
in
mode
the
yet.
future.
I have no idea what
The
she's
upcoming
talking
version
about.
2.6, a series of Dusks will receive its final expansion and update, introducing an entirely new ending. And as for the story, let's just say
That's
it
a
ties closely
gorgeous
to Miss
skin.
Semmelweis. From what I've heard, this might just be Semmelweis' best conclusion yet.
Now that's intriguing.
Okay, if this
This
is the
expansion will
last
also bring plenty of
expansion
fresh
for the
content,
roguelike mode,
including
does this
new
mean that we are
artifacts,
gonna
new
get a
encounters,
new
new
roguelike
boss
mode?
challenges,
Because this is
and a
the
revamped
second
route selection system.
roguelike mode that we
Most
get.
importantly,
And the
once the version
second
2.6
is
expansion
already
is
a lot
installed,
better than the
number
first
of
one we had
waypoints
way
will be
back in the day.
reduced, significantly
So if
shortening the
we get a
gameplay
third
while
one,
speeding
it
up
will
reward
probably
acquisition.
be even better.
Rock on!
I would
That's
like to see
fantastic
that
news.
because it's something
Past
that
versions
other
have
games have
introduced
done
various
already.
types of gameplay, and we've received plenty of feedback from everyone. To address this, we have several optimization plans in the works. Take a look.
Following the version 2.5 update, Reveries in the Ring will feature recommended lineups for players' reference, with further optimizations planned for future updates. Meanwhile, Puppet Arena will make a return in an upcoming version after receiving an improved enemy search system, making it easier to match against opponents of similar strength. In terms of formations, a new weighting system will be introduced to help players assemble their ideal teams more efficiently. Additionally, new gameplay elements will be added, such as captain mechanics and battlefield systems, to
And
add
it's
an even
still
more
going.
engaging experience.
That sounds positively unbelievable. I can't wait.
To mark the 1.5th anniversary, Reverse 1999's PC launcher will receive a major overhaul. Here's a sneak peek.
Oh, that's so cool. I have a feeling this is going to be a feast for the eyes.
That's right. The new PC launcher features a redesigned layout and a dynamic background effects. Moving forward, these backgrounds will update with every new version. The revamped launcher.
Okay, the launcher layout is already something that I am used to, like
be sure to check it out.
most
Of course. once version
CN games
2.5
that have been
launches,
launched
PC
from
launcher will
the
receive
end
a
of last
full
year
update,
to
making
now
it available
use this
for
kind
all
of
players to download. Besides the
launcher
update,
design.
Reverse 1999's PC version will also introduce another improved feature.
Looks like it's about hotkey functionality.
Okay,
right?
that's cool.
Correct. With this update, hotkeys will be added to the following interfaces on PC. The home page, in-stage combat screen, wilderness, and the 3 doors. Even better, those hotkeys will be fully customizable.
Now that's a very handy new feature.
Now, let's take a short break to reveal the third exchange code from this live stream.
this is the last one, because after the stream is over, I'm gonna send these new codes both in Prideland's news channel as well as my own Discord channel, my own Discord server, I mean.
And take note. Ah, the good times always fly by too fast. And your rocking Captain Regulus's grand voyage to Los Angeles is drawing to a close. Has our movie-themed adventure been eye-opening enough for you? Ha! My dear friends, your ever-thoughtful captain knows just what you're thinking. Not ready for the fun to end just yet? Want more exclusive news? Of course, I've got you covered. Stay sharp, keep your ears open, and let's continue enjoying tonight's show. But first, let's set the mood with some music! That's right, folks! The brand new EP from version 2.5 will soon be available on our official YouTube channel. Wow! Just from that short preview, I feel like I've been transported straight back to the golden age of Hong Kong cinema.
It's a real earworm for sure. I can't wait for the full release.
Haha! This is just a taste of what's to come for the 1.5th anniversary celebration. And with the version update, the long-awaited official offline event is making a grand return. Now, I'm officially announcing we will be hosting the Reverse 1999 Fan Festival event, Showdown in Hollywood in Los Angeles. Woohoo!
That's so exciting! So, what special activities can we expect at this fan event?
Great question. This time, we're bringing the event to Los Angeles. On the big day, the venue will be completely transformed into a movie-themed space, setting the perfect stage for a series of interactive activities and special programs to celebrate our 1.5th anniversary. Plus, players can join in on a mystery-solving challenge for a chance to win exclusive anniversary gifts. The event reservations will be opening soon on Eventbrite. We'll also be sharing all of the details on our official X and Facebook accounts. Make sure to follow us so you don't miss any updates. Of course, here's a sneak peek. We'll have event-exclusive merchandise, limited edition gifts, and
I was asking about
making an appearance. Stay tuned for
the code, Angie.
Sounds like an awesome in-person
The third code is Loggerhead
Speaking of merchandise, our official merch store has already launched. And with the arrival of version 2.5, brand new themed items will be added to the store lineup.
I wonder what kind of new merch will be available this time. Guess I'll just add everything to my cart first.
This new drop includes lots of exciting items.
Oh, they're already selling the tarot cards.
Adding to the excitement, the Nendroids of X and Medicine Pocket are officially in the works. The unpainted prototype of Nendroid X is available now. Both Nendroids will be released in the future, so stay tuned for updates.
So the Druid's tarot card will already be on sale.
Merch channel. Goods Store is about to launch on various social media platforms. Follow now for latest updates on our official merchandise.
Details on item categories and pricing will be shared later on our official social media channels. If you are interested, make sure to stay tuned.
And as part of our 1.5th anniversary celebration, the Global Fan Creations event will launch alongside the new version. If you're passionate about drawing, cosplay, video creation, or filming, we'd love for you to join this event. Submit your work and stand a chance to win cash, merchandise, and other exciting rewards. Now's your chance to let your talent shine.
This event is also going to be a great opportunity to appreciate work from fans and creators around the world.
To stay updated, make sure to follow our official social media and Discord community for all the details. We can't wait to see your creations.
Lastly, the version 2.5 web event will also begin soon. During the event, visit the event page to check for the latest news about the version 2.5 update, learn more about the new content, and complete tasks to help shoot and reach milestones to claim corresponding rewards.
So just a little tap and the rewards are yours. Huh, that sounds easy enough.
So that's all for the 1.5th anniversary related events. We hope you enjoy the show.
Every time we reach this point, I can't help but feel a little down. You know, a
Okay,
rock
that
and roll
was a lot.
pirate is born to live in front of the camera. Maybe I should try out to be in the movies. I can see it now. Captain Sunglasses, The Brave, and Apple versus Manus Vindicte's Black Oil Beast.
Sorry to say, Captain Regulus, but that name, I mean, it's definitely going to be a
Yeah, I
movie
had notes
that'll have
said that
everyone laughing out loud.
regular face.
You get it, right? Maybe I'll give you a chance to star with me.
Alright. Anyway, let's look forward to the upcoming new version Showdown in Chinatown, as you join me in this thrilling investigation. After this live stream, the official social media accounts of Reverse 1999 will gradually release more details about version 2.5 and the 1.5th anniversary. If you're interested, be sure to follow us.
Of course, various anniversary events will be launched along with it. Search for Reverse 1999 on X or Facebook and follow us, so you won't miss any of the latest updates. Leon, let me ask you, now that you've survived your first big showing, how does it feel to host a live stream? Is it more interesting than solving cases?
Well, even though I'm still a bit nervous, I want to thank you, Regulus. Teaming up with you made me feel much more at ease. We hope everyone enjoyed this live stream and are hyped about the upcoming new events and stories.
We've marked one anniversary after another with you all. And I must say, this journey
I'm very
has been
tempted to
wild.
make
It's
a
all because of your
ice
support.
cheeker or
Time
emoji
sure
of
flies,
that
right?
Regulus
You know
frozen
what they
face.
say, good times never last long enough. Even during our program, laughing, admiring new garments, and cracking open fortune cookies. The time just flew by.
Happy 1.5th anniversary, everyone. Here's to more great adventures ahead.
I'm still having a great time. But I guess we should finish today's program on a high note.
Thank you all for your support and for checking in. I can't wait to meet you in Showdown in Chinatown. Thanks, everyone.
That's enough with the mushy words. Ladies and gentlemen, and all you critters staring at the TV, I'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye!
I see it! It's the animation that I wanted to share. I'm so glad that they are gonna show it. That's not the full animation. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fetch the full animation. Hold on for a moment. The... Grab the link. Should be easy to find. Oh no. Okay, found it. This is a very, very cute animation. And there she goes. And that's all. Yeah, she forgot to remove the thing covering the lens of the camera, so they didn't actually record anything after all that trouble. Anyway, this was the 2.5 stream. I'm very tired and very sleepy right now because I haven't been able to sleep well this past few days, been doing a lot of work. Both for my comeback to the game, because I want to prepare even better content than I used to, as well as other content for YouTube and as well as art. I plan to start doing art live streams like at least once a week, so you can probably expect either a video or live stream or both of those things on my YouTube channel weekly. Now I want to set this and have something regular. Yeah, there is a 4-day uh 4-day weekend here, but I don't think that counts for me because since I make my own work time, it's not like there is any difference from a regular day or a holiday for me. Although it's Easter, and like one of the reasons I use the rabbit as the mascot of my channel, as my own mascot, is because I was born in April. Like my birthday was just the other day on April 2. So I was born in the International Book Day, as well as the month of the rabbit because Easter. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now answering Gigo's question. First I need to talk a little bit about why I stopped in the first place, and I believe that I did want a break because back then when I stopped, even if there wasn't having any problems between myself and the company behind the curtains, back then I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. Like I was barely reading the stories, I was barely logging in, and I wasn't having any fun or enjoyment doing any of the game content. So I believe I did need a break, especially because since back then I was the head staff for Reverse 1999 at Pride, and I didn't have much help testing the CN characters. I had to juggle about half a dozen accounts that I had to constantly be playing to get the clear drops and be sure to get all characters as early as possible to test them and get all the stats and info. So I was very, very burned out in terms of the game itself. And then the second reason was because of my relationship with the company behind the curtains. I can't talk much about it here in video because of the non-disclosure agreement. But since the beta of this game, I've been partnered with Bluepoch, and I always gave them feedback, and I always told them, hey, there is this bug here, there is this translation error here, there is this thing that needs to be fixed. Like, I've always been a tester for the game since the beta, and I am still a tester for the game. I still have access to the test client, and that's from where I test characters and record early footage for my guides, so the guides can be ready on the launch day of the character. But starting around patch, I think it was starting around 1.4, then I don't know if there was a shift on Bluepoch or what, but they weren't listening to my feedback. And I became a little bit more distant with the team. And then the patches just started getting worse and worse with things that started bothering me more, like the 1.6 patch that I didn't like much. There was an issue with Getian and a bug that he had in the CN server, and then the bug was carried out to the test server for global. But they say that, oh, there has never been such a bug. And that was a little bit hypocritical of them, because if you go back on the social media of the CN server, they do have patch notes addressing this bug and saying, yes, there was this bug with his ultimate, but it's fixed now. Anyway, they didn't want to admit some mistakes that they were making, and this was starting to make me feel comfortable, because I was still putting a lot of effort on helping make the game better, and I was still spending hundreds of hours playtesting and going between the CN server and global server and making content and writing guides and making videos and so on and so forth. So that was already bothering me, but I still kept it going because we did have some fantastic patches. Like, I loved 1.7, I loved 1.9, but then 2.0 came, and for me, the story had ended at 1.9. When 2.0 started, I wasn't feeling the same appeal, the same interest in the game story or the characters. Everything seemed a little bit more bland and meh. And I think I'm not the only person who thinks that, because I've seen the feedback from fans, both from the CN side as well as the global side, that they didn't like the most of the patches coming after 2.0. Both the writing and the characters, they weren't as appealing as the ones that had come before. And then finally there came patch 2.2, which was the Brazilian patch. That was a patch that I was eagerly waiting for, because I am Brazilian, and my country doesn't have much representation in the media, and 90% of the time there is any representation at all, it's always a skewed, stereotypical, misguided representation. But since Reverse had done a good job with most of its patch, like Journey to Morpeng, it was well received by the Indian fan base. So I was hoping that, okay, at least I can trust this game to do a good job. But since I received the material early as a tester for the game, when I first saw the preview of the 2.2 poster, live 2.2 live letter poster, I already noticed that there was something very, very wrong going on, because the first version of the poster featured the Cathedral of St. Paul in London. It wasn't the Cathedral of St. Paul from São Paulo. Like, it was a very, very basic mistake that if you had paid attention for 2 minutes on Google, you could see that the São Paulo Cathedral from London is not the same one as the one from São Paulo. And I was like, okay, there's something wrong going on here. So I reported that mistake to them. Hey, you are already wrong with the representation here. And they admitted that they had got it wrong. that it was a mistake on their graphic design department and that I should be patient and wait for the actual live stream and for the actual patch. Okay, so I was like, okay, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Then after that came the Chinese live stream for the 2.2 patch. And there I was 100% sure that the direction that they were going with that patch was completely wrong. Because the devs started the live stream already speaking Spanish. And here in Brazil, we speak Portuguese. We're the only country in South America that speaks Portuguese. And for most Brazilians, we find it very offensive when people think that we speak Spanish. And I was following the live letter alongside with Linon, who is a friend of mine from Prideland. And she gave me more details later about some things that the devs had said about their line of thought when planning the patch. And I was like, okay, this is completely wrong. I'm not comfortable with it. And this is an awful way to try to represent the country. I'm not sure that this patch is gonna go well. I don't remember the details now, and I don't want to go too long on this topic, but I still decided to give them a third chance. So I played patch 2.2 on the CN server. Thankfully, it's easy to follow the story there thanks to the English dub. And then everything was wrong. Anyone who has played that patch knows that the story is awful. There are no actual Brazilian characters. They use a bunch of what we call Portunhol, which is a broken mix of Portuguese or in Spanish. That when they don't go straight like speaking Spanish, like when they use señor with the till on top of the N instead of the NH that we use in Portuguese. Oh, it was nothing about that patch made sense. Like the geography didn't make sense, the backgrounds didn't make sense, the story didn't make sense. And I'm sorry, I always cry when I think about that time. So after that, and also considering how burned out I was already feeling about the game, I decided that I couldn't take it any longer. And also when I saw I still kept following the game more or less because someone who works for Pride and I was still filling the database for the game. And when I saw that for the global version of the game, when they brought the patch 2.2, I was expecting that after the failure with the TN community, they would at least improve some things on the way they represented. But instead, on their social media, they only talked about Brazil as if it was this hopeless country where there is only violence and poverty. Like, the social media posts were awful. And even in game, the small details, like there was this mini event before the patch itself where we got to see some souvenirs from Brazil, and the comments on the souvenirs were stuff like saying how Brazil's coffee is moldy and dirty, and I find that highly offensive as Brazil is the biggest coffee producer in the world, and it's something that we are very proud of. And they also added a lot of tropes that are very sensitive and very offensive for us Brazilians, like the military intervention. If anyone here has heard or seen the movie I'm Still Here that won the Oscar, you will see right away how this topic of any sort of military intervention is sensitive here in Brazil, and they did that as one of the main focus of the patch. There was a lot of wrong thing, like the white savior trope. There was the favelas on the Tietê River, which doesn't make sense at all, and that could never happen. The landscapes didn't make sense. The enemies were using bow and arrows as if we were a backwards country. And in the 90s, São Paulo was already one of the biggest and most advanced cities in the world. It was like almost on the same level as cities like New York, Tokyo, London, etc. But instead they decided to represent São Paulo as some sort of, I don't know, 18th century colonial city. And it was very bothersome to me. Anyway, I stopped. I had to stop after that because I was tired, I was burned out, I was struggling to keep up with the community, and I was feeling bad that I was no longer able to deliver quality content for the community as I used to before. So I stopped. But then several months passed after that, and I heard from some friends that the person responsible for those patches that had bothered me had been fired, and they had hired a better writer. And I think this is very clear when we see patches like 2.5 onwards, how the characters, the representation, both the representation of the cultures by themselves, as well as the diversity of the characters. Like we have Noire in a wheelchair, we have Loggerhead with her memory problems, we have Aleph with the DID problem, we have a more diverse cast. And the stories also improved a lot with that, so I could say that they had learned from the mistakes and the backlash that patch 2.2 had caused. And they also came to me personally to apologize for the patch itself, and they admitted, and this is something that I do have proof, I do have my Discord DMs with the reverse team. If I need to prove this, I have screenshots with them saying that they wanted to apologize to me, that I was right about my feedback, and that they regretted that they hadn't listened to my feedback about the Brazilian patch before. So the fact that they apologized, I think it was already a great thing, because it's very rare for a company, especially a gacha company, to apologize for something that they did. And they are also proving that they are trying to improve, they are trying to do better. And I believe everyone here saw that today in today's live stream. And honestly, I would be a very petty person, I would be an awful person if I still held grudge against this game after all the honest apologies and after all the honest attempt to do better. So they came to me 3 times actually. One was to apologize and to ask me to come back. Then the second one, they And I said, no, I'm not going to come back because you did this, and that. Like, they had asked why I had stopped playing the game, and I was very harsh on my words. So I was actually surprised that their second message was acknowledging my words and saying that they did wanted me to come back. The third time, they asked me again to come back and say that even if I didn't want to come back, they wanted to send me a token of appreciation for all the work that I had done for them. And yeah, they took criticism. And that was when I got, let me take this, let me see if I can take this away from my shirt. So I got a package from Bluepoch. It had a written letter in Chinese from them, and inside the package there was a lot of merch, but there was like a complete Laplace kit. I'm gonna post the picture on my Discord after I end the stream. But they gave it, and they gave a set of acrylic 3D model things, including one of Cacania, as well as this Cacania inspired brooch. Because for those who don't know, Cacania is my favorite character. So yeah, I received this package from the team as a token of appreciation for my work. And after the apology, after trying to do better, after the token of appreciation, and after I saw that patch 2.7 brings Name Day as a playable character, and Name Day is the NPC that I wanted playable the most, I finally decided that, okay, I'm gonna give this another go. Because at the end of the day, what makes me happiest when I'm playing any game, especially a gacha game, is the people that I play with is the community. And I really miss the community. I really miss the streams that I did with Gacha Dokuro. I miss the streams that I did with Robin. I miss the collabs, like that crazy let's draw reverse characters from memory collab. I missed the time when we did streams with the voice actors. Like, then I still have Zach Morris following me on Twitter, and he praised my work. Zach Morris is 6VA. And all of this makes me very emotional, and I really, really love this game, and I really, really missed it. So I'm very happy that it's taking a turn to the better now, and I hope I can deliver good content to you all again, and I am happy to see you all again as well. I missed this community very much, and I'm glad to see that it's doing better now. And I should probably stop before I melt here. But yeah, that's all from me. That's why I left, and that's why I came back. Thank you again, Reverse Community, and thank you again, Bluepoch, for everything you've all done to me, for all the support, and for helping me keep going. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for coming today to this stream. And this is all for now. Now I need to wash my face and get a little bit of rest. Thank you. And see you all soon in more content. Probably the next video coming next week will be Lian Yu's guide along with Loggerhead's guide. So yeah, see you all soon. Thank you.